Hello, judges. I hope you're having a great day and Happy New Year and Merry Christmas if it is. I don't know what time you'll be watching this. Okay, so I'm going to present my hackathon project for the Verychain hackathon. Me and my teammates decided to build Veterix, and I want to explain the funny concept behind this. So, excuse me. So, not long ago, I was in an interview and we were talking about the books we've read, right? Blockchain, based on blockchain. And the interviewer told me something which was funny. He told me that there have been numerous people he'd interviewed and they talked about how they've read this blockchain book, that. But it ends up they've not even read it, right? So it, it made it it made me feel some way like I needed him to trust me that I have read it because I had, but then made it harder because other people have told him they had read it and they hadn't, right? So I realized trust, right, is a very strong system in our media consumption industry. Talking about books, anime, movies, everything, even for sometimes ambassadorship, right, where you require people to watch this, do that, to get paid, right? They can not watch it and tell you they did, right? So trust is a very big issue in today's society. So the whole point of Vecterex is to solve that problem by minting soul-bound NFTs as proof of completion, right? So that trust system is cleared and we're using blockchain and NFT to actually verify that someone has actually read, watched, or done what they said they had done. And we are fully on permission, right? So the user needs to give permission for us to actually track anything at all. We have a bunch of websites. So when that permission is granted, we can track that and mint the user, right? Their NFT. Currently, you can log in using your Verychat ID, and we have the community um, uh, the best part about this is that we have the matches here, and the matches is that it links you to people who have the same NFTs like you do, right? So it displays their very chat ID because I saw that on the very chat app. You can't text anybody random, right? So if you have people with the same interest as you do, then you can text them, which would be really fun. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to leave the rest of the explanation for my teammate, but before that, I want to talk about our contract. So we are using an upgradable contract. We are using so we have a proxy, right? So this our proxy contract. Sorry, and it is verified, right? And we have our actual contract, right? Which is give me a second. This is our actual contract. So far, this is our actual contract. Oh, this is implementation contract. Give me a second. So we have 15 transactions so far for minting and everything like that. So we are I'm gonna give my teammates the chance to speak to. Okay, yeah, Femi, you can speak now. I'm listening. You can present your screen.
All right,
All right,
everyone.
everyone.
So I'll go
I will
straight
go
to
straight into
explaining about.
your book. Hey
So
Femi, can you turn one of your mic off? Sorry, both of your mics are on, so it's causing this radiation and so turn one off, please. Thank you.
oh, sorry. All right. So as I was saying, so we have what we're working on is the media tracker, right? So what we have here, we have for the signing for the very chat, and then with webpin. So this is how it works. So you just visit. We have a list of supported platforms that we added to the list already. So, for example, you want to like track for maybe manga now, so you just click on one of them. And before this happens, right, because of content privacy, before you start work on any, right, we ask for permission, right, on the page. We ask for permission before we start tracking or whatever. So what it does is once you're reading, it tracks what you're reading, right? by page, wherever you're reading. So it's has the reading time and all that. And when you are done reading, it shows uh, it's actually to mint for uh, uh, the actual book, right? So it shows this. So you can like mint for the media, right? So it works for manga, it works for stories, it works for videos, it works for media in general. And right now we having a specific issue, which is when we try to make this work, right? Webin is not supported on Chrome extension, so we have to uh, do a dual. You have to make it a dual authentication, which is on the web version we have integrated we integrated Webin for the outflow. Then on the extension we have Verychain. So for demonstration, right? So I added some test data for you to understand how it works, right? So I can just pick from the one I added here, then you can make, because presently from the extension you can't mute. Why? Because there's an issue with we are not able to fetch directly the wallet address from the very chat. But with Webin, because Webin you get the wallet address directly, we are able to get that. So you're able to mint for the NFT for the media. Okay. Yeah. So you can, when you go to your collections, you can see all the collections of uh, the minted, whatever you've minted. And when you go click on it, you can verify it's here on the very scan. Yeah. So for the issue we have presently, we have a solution for it, but because we joined the hackathon very easily, right? So, but there's a solution for both the very scan and Webin. So I found a solution for how to use the Webin, which is not supported on for the which is not supported for extension, right? Because if I try to add it to the workspace, I can't add a Chrome extension ID. So what we are going to, the solution we get was to log in whenever you want to mint for NFT, it will direct you to the web app, which is then when you get redirected, we'll be able to get the token and section ID, which will be like grabbed for the from the extension to be able to mint and all that. And for the if you go through it, you will see. So yeah, so that will be then for the working right. So this what we get, which is the solution of making it work. So that is basically what the media is about. You can use it to track any media, and if I go to any website that is not supported in the added list, for example, if I go to the documentation and it's not in the list, if I click on it, you can see if you go to the phone, you can add websites, and if you click, you can add the website and it options the list and all that. And also in the list, we have list of you know available websites. Because for an example, right, for this, if you want to track, if I click on add site and enable tracking, it will ask for permission to track this actual website. So that is how the uh, that's how the this and we have a documentation that explains how to make it work. So CJ, you can pick it up from there.
Okay, yeah, so that is everything. And one thing I like about, this project is that users can like go ahead and monetize it any way they want, and even organizations too, especially those who want like proof of completion for things they actually want users to do, and maybe even like people who are recruiting content creators and stuff like that. So yeah, that is all I have to say. Thank you so much, and I hope you like the project. Bye.